All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Friday, December 15th. As usual, I had a look through the clues beforehand to make sure there was at least two I think I can get. This one caught my eye because I am or was a big fan of Ren and Stimpy. Sort of ironic about Stimpy's original canine companion. So that's clever because it certainly makes you think about Ren, but we're going to sort the letters of ironic about the first letter of Stimpy and get a canine companion. And of course, they're being misleading. It's not a dog, it's a tooth. And I came up with incisor. I'm pretty sure that's right. Now, the other one I saw was Fleming returned with Gallico and another author. Well, I have to confess, I immediately thought of Ian Fleming, and that returned is NAI. I did have to Google Gallico, and there was an author, Paul Gallico, very prolific. One of his books was turned into the Poseidon Adventure, and then I think he also wrote the Mrs. Harris or Mrs. Aris books that a lot of people love. Not familiar with them. Anyway, so Nye and Paul gives us V.S. Naipaul. I've heard of him. Don't think I've read any of his books, however. All right, so we have a few letters. Hopefully that will be enough. Singer and presenter Richard getting naked. No, I'm not sure even where to start with that one. I am wondering if Richard getting naked means you strip off the letters of the outer letters of Richard. I don't think I've seen that before, but we've seen the outer represented letters represented different ways. So I'm not sure about that. How about listening intently? Debts twice changed hands. Certainly listening intently would be all ears. How can we get that? Debts twice changed hands. No, I'm not seeing that at all. It's not an anagram. Yeah, I do not see that at all. So now I'm doubting it, but let me check this. Seems to be right. That's one I have no idea why that is right. All right, let's go up to the top, I suppose. Let's start at one across. Vlad must cut in. Spooner's call girl makes proposal to the gullible. I think, oh yeah, I was thinking of, or just thought of something you would say to a gullible person. I have a bridge to sell you. So, yeah, I have a, sorry, I just saw that I in it for a moment. I couldn't think where that fit in, but then we have to sell you. So Spooner's call girl should be that we reverse the starting consonants. And Vlad, well, we do have Vlad, which, so there could be partial anagramming. Spooner's call girl. I have a sidge to brell you. Oh, sell you becomes yell Sue. So that's very clever. For call girl, I think is yell Sue. But now Vlad must cut in. How is that I have a bridge too? Vlad must. Not sure about that. Let me check that as well. It is correct. Wow. So I'm doing really badly on the explanations today. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I need to get in the habit of always checking the setter. So Vlad is referring to himself. So Vlad must is I have to, and cut is put inside it. Cut is a bridge. And you put that inside I have to, and then we have Spooner's call girl, and voila. Crippling one motorway, I tell the police, is about oil giant. I have a feeling this means crippling. I'm thinking of incapacitating, but I was thinking we may have to anagram oil giant, but maybe not. Let's see if incapacitating even. No, it does not fit. And actually, I think one motorway makes me think it starts with I am, one and M for motorway. And then I tell the police. Could that be something like I snitch, oh, some other short word. And then maybe, yeah, maybe it's about shell or SO, maybe just the letters S and O for SO. No, not sure what that is. Correspond with a nameless politician. Well, starting with the A makes me think the wordplay begins with A and then nameless. Not sure what that would be. And then politician could be MP. Correspond, of course, could be as in communicating, but it could also be when items match each other, they correspond with. No. Pop idol segue, highly praised. I wonder if pop could be telling us to anagram the letters of idol segue, which are pretty weird, and it means highly praised, which would give us an ed ending. Well, not esteemed. Let's try the old anagram helper, idle, segue. Oh, eulogized. Yes, that would fit the definition. Okay. Told off, sleeping judge. Well, told off could be berated. Oh, so the question mark is because it's the word rate, meaning to judge, is inside of bed. And so punningly, that inside of bed means that it's in bed sleeping. Yeah, I can see that. Not much money in bank lately. So recently would be lately. And if you bank on something, you rely on it, excuse me, and you put not much money as a cent inside of that. All right, 6 down should be very easy. Cheeky angel representation must be an anagram of angel. So, either Gainal or Janal. Genal sounds more likely, but I don't know that word. I'm going to pause, also because I have coffee beside me. But I'll look up genal. It's actually the other way around. Representation is the anagram indicator, and genal means of or relating to the cheeks. So that's a new one on me. All right, unlikely end to Tory do a cleverly shouted at Hunt. Oh, that's a good one. I think it helps to know there's a British politician called Cleverly. Isn't there a footballer as well, Cleverly? And I presume there's a Hunt as well. And so tally something. I was going to say tally ho. Shouted. I suppose it's the past tense tally hoed. I presume that's a word, and so where do the L's come from? I can see we have the end to Tory is the Y, and then do a. So tall, yeah, tall tale is unlikely. All right. Board and lodging for priest in the underworld. Well, board and lodging are the same thing. Otherwise, I think maybe B&B, bed and breakfast, but board and lodging are both putting someone up. For maybe it's Dante's Inferno. Is it maybe a character from that? So board could actually be a wooden board, or it could be a committee of some type. And then lodging might be room. Lodging in the of course, underworld, it's capitalized, but maybe it is just, yeah, something underneath us. Not getting it. Perhaps why issues raised in political show 8-4. I'm thinking this might mean perhaps, or even perhaps why. Like something, something reason, something cause, and then issue, something for issue, which of course could be son or child, daughter, raised in. So, but I think it's something like maybe son. So we're going to have NOS. I don't know what a political show would be, a party conference, a party political broadcast, or maybe one of the British. Oh, Question Time is a political show on the BBC, very long running. So can we see why issues? Oh, I think the word issue. No, we only have one S. Raised in so that, yeah, perhaps why. I like that, but let's I won't check it. I'll try some of the across. Bird nightly entertains returning primate. Bird nightly. No, not getting it. That should be easy if it ends in an I, so maybe Question Time is wrong. We'd also have 26 ending in an I. Although this one, Rita's broken bones seems like it must be an anagram of Rita's. Um, Astri, let me pause, sip my coffee, and look up Astri. No, not Astri, or I looked up Satri. Oh, tarsi, yes. I never looked up that, but the tarsus is definitely a bone, so tarsi. So maybe question time is right. 23 would end in an N. Boring, rubbish, kind of humor. I think this is going to mean a kind of humor, putting together a word for boring, which could also be drilling as well as being just drab, dim, and then rubbish. Rubbish can be a verb. No, nothing coming to me on that. Um, like daughters speaks about youth. 5-4. Um, Youth could be lad, and then a word for speaks about that. But how would that then give us like daughters? Salad days would. Oh, your youth could be, but then we wouldn't have lad. Yeah, not sure about that one. All right, let's go back to the crosses. Mike's spoken message. So I think it's going to be a homophone, but is it a homophone of a word for Mike that means message or vice versa? Mike has to be as in a microphone, right? What else could Mike's be? No. Always first to get into bar, which might explain this. So that has to be got or gat. Oh, gut. How about beer gut would be explained about first to get into the bar. Always, I think, might be air. Oh, and then the first to get in of the word get, the first letter to get is a G, and you put that in but, as in everything except, everything bar, something, everything but. Happy with that. Now I'm wondering if crippling could be immobilizing. Let's see if that fits. It does. And now let's try and explain it. Oh, sing, of course, is I tell the police. And it's about Mobil, the oil giant. Yeah, very good. Now Mike's spoken message. Mogul, metal. Oh, a moral. A moral can be the message of some story, I think. Oh, and Mike, as in the NATO phonetic alphabet, M, and then spoken is oral. Yeah, I don't know how that one came to me because that's, just each part of that is a little tricky. Maybe not the mics. I probably should have thought of M. All right, now our correspond with. Oh, agree is to correspond with. But, and so A, Nameless. Can G be nameless? And then was there a politician called Ree? I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to check that one because we're not going to get any more letters. It is right. But again, I'm not sure I understand why. Ultimately confusing toilets without identifying symbols. Well, lose maybe, but ultimately confusing could be the G at the end of confusing. Or confusing could mean to anagram. What are identifying symbols? Logos? So that would be lose without. Yeah, so it is the last letter of confusing, the G, and the toilets are around it or without it. And that gives us our logos. Wow. Having lost tablets, unfortunately, late leaving for jaunt. Having lost tablets. I'm wondering if that could be, well, it could be a lot of things, but I'm wondering if it's a word you take away its E's as the tablets, and then late leaving. Could that just be the E, the leaving letter of late? I don't know if they use that. And the whole thing means a jaunt. No, salad days is still fitting. Let me put it in and oh, because we do have two D's, which would be daughters. And speaks is says. Oh, like is Allah. So Allah DD, and that's all inside of says. So it was Saladay. So yeah, I think a lot of the time, I'm sure you find the same thing, is you just find the answer first and then you work backwards from that. I am now thinking of gallivant for a jaunt. But how can I explain this one? I can't really. Let me check that one. It seems to be right. Yeah, having lost tablets, unfortunately, late leaving. No, I do not get that. Unless it's having and you take away something from having. No. Oh, is it a hidden clue? I don't think so. We don't have a double L anywhere. No, I'm just going to have to leave that one as a mystery. Now, sister about, to confuse worker in leather. No, some kind of leather, suede, or no, there was our boring rubbish kind of humor. Hello, are police back probing who sent this. Well, 4-4 suggests it's... I think this is like the beer gut one, where the wordplay also gives us a lot of the definition. So it's some kind of poison pen letter, or some mail probing who sent this. So hello, R, and then police back might be CID or something inside it, but put backwards. No, not getting that. Farce exclamation. I'm wondering if it could be the name of a... No, I think the definition is going to be at the end. Farce set right trusses mismanagement. So maybe it's an anagram of, we're looking for 14 letters. Well, we've too many in farce set right trusses. Farce set right is 13. And so it's likely to be painful. Stress fracture would fit, and it does use some of those letters. Farce. Oh, right might just be R. Then I think we have, because we're going to have 4 S's. No, well, maybe we ignore. Yeah, I think we'll leave out that apostrophe S. But 5 and 5 and 3 and 1. Yeah, I think that's right. Let's just check it. Yep. Now our singer and presenter Richard getting naked. Singer and presenter. Yeah, not getting that one. All right, what one? Oh, 24. Look at this. Ending in a U. Hidden diamonds in country. Oh, there's a little bit of a typo there, an extra space before the 5. Hidden diamonds can just be a D. Perdu is the French for lost. Could it? Is it used in English for hidden, perdu? It's a new one on me, but it gives us a P. Deadpan. Yeah, boring, dead. And to rubbish something is to pan it. I like that kind of humor. Now, our sister about to confuse. So a worker in leather could be a saddler. I think to confuse is addle, and around it or about it you put SR for sister, as in a religious sister. Okay, caught, which can be simply C. Taking type of acid, which could be lactic or acetic, but I think lactic. I'm involved, so climactic would be bringing about resolution. Oh, so now our bird nightly entertains returning primate. I know I always say this for the short ones, but there's just too many words in that. Oh, I think this is going to be a hidden clue. Bird Nightly entertains, which means contains, but then returning, INDRI. I'm going to have to look up that one too. Yeah, it's one of the one of the largest living lemurs, also called the babakoto, if I'm saying that right. So there we go. Now 15. Surely I can get this. Board and lodging for priest in the underworld. Oh, well, there is a special name for lodging for a priest, but that may or may not be part of this. What would board be? No. Let me, I'm going to nip downstairs and get a refill for my coffee and think about what word would fit in there. Dark chocolate? That sounds good too. No, I can't think of any words for board and lodging that would fit in there. So let's see what is left. Oh, that's the only one left in the top half. And then just two more left. Our old singer and presenter. I wonder, could it be Adele? Presenter. So is there a presenter, Richard, where you have to remove? Oh, there is a, is it Madeley? Who's a presenter, and you remove his outer letters. I'm pretty sure of that. I can't even picture him though, but I do know the name. It is correct. Well, that's a little lucky, and good luck to anyone who's not from Britain who hasn't heard of Richard Madeley. Was he the original Countdown presenter? I think he might have been. So now we just have our police. Hello. Our police back probing. Who sent this? I do think it is some. Oh, how about hate mail? So let's see how we get this. There's been a lot today that I haven't been able to explain. Our police back, but I'm just happy to have filled in so much of a Friday crossword. Our police back. So there's going to be some stuff backwards. Oh, I think the police is the Met, and that's backwards. Oh, inside of hail, I think, is hello. I have an extra A. Well, let's go ahead and check it. It is right. All right, so this one, let me think what vowel could come in. I do like some kind of dark something, maybe in some mythological underworld, dark, not clouds, dark something. D-A-R, dar, D-E-R, der, derm, der, D-I-R, directors, but do you know? No, I think I'm going to give up on this one, and let's see what it is. It's directors. Excuse me. That would be board. And lodging for, well, I see rector in DIS. I was going to say, is that a type of logic? But that has to be the rector is put in dis. I have no idea what that means. I'm going to Google that. Okay, well, it took a bit of searching because, of course, dis, as in to insult someone, kept coming up. But I did see in Dante's The Divine Comedy, which I did mention earlier, the city of Dis, D-I-S, encompasses the sixth through the ninth circles of hell. Well, that's another new one on me today. So um, I learned genal. What was the other one I learned and have now forgotten? But anyway, always learning something, I suppose. But just happy to get all but that last one. There were a few I did have to check, and more than a few that I can't fully explain, but all part of the journey. I hope you did better than I did today. Thank you for watching and have a great day.